Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, Diosalina. Do you have a shorter name, or do I have to say the whole? Dio? Do you like that better, or do you like Diosalina better?
Diosalina.
Then we will use Diosalina.
Thank you.
Close your eyes, Diosalina. Take a deep breath in. Let that breath out with a sigh. Deeper and deeper with every breath you take, every beat of your heart. I just want you to relax, to let go, to listen to the sound of my voice. Now, any sounds you hear other than the sounds of my voice are simply the sounds of our natural environment. They're not going to disturb you or distract you in any way. In fact, all they're going to do is signal you that it's time to completely relax, to let go, to realize that no matter how far inside you travel, no matter how deep inside you go, you'll always be able to hear my words and follow my instructions, obey my commands, because you realize that everything I say and everything I do is for you. Now in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, Diosalina, I want you to begin to relax the tiny muscles in your eyelids. I'd like you to relax them more and more and more until they're so relaxed you couldn't actually open them without tensing them back up again. Until they're so relaxed they just don't want to work. When you know you've got them that relaxed, so relaxed they just don't want to work, all I want you to do is give them a little test just to be sure. Perfect. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, stop testing. Let that level of relaxation flow from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, deeper and deeper with every breath you take and every beat of your heart. Drifting, dreaming, floating, guided by the sound of my voice. Now in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, Diosalina, I'm going to ask you to begin to relax your mind as deeply as we've relaxed your body. I'd like you to do that in a very special way. Now in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to ask you to begin to imagine the alphabet backwards, starting with the letter Z. With each and every breath you take and each and every beat of your heart, all I want you to do is relax those letters completely out of your mind. Allow them, if you will, to become smaller and darker and harder to see. Turn the volume all the way down, 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 deeper and deeper, down, down. That's right, all the way down. Now in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, Diosalina, I'd like you to use that amazing imagination of yours. And I usually give my clients and my students a choice to either sort back through your memories, or if you prefer, to just go deeply into your imagination, to a time and a place when you felt absolutely safe, absolutely protected from all threats, real or imagined, where you were completely in control and allowed to be and do and express yourself in any way you wanted, and it was perfectly acceptable, perfectly okay. As you go into that space, some people's safe places are places where they grew up. Some people's safe places are more, well, spiritual or religious in nature, like a church or a temple or a synagogue, a mosque or an ashram. Or if you're a little bit more on the metaphysical side, maybe it's just a sacred space surrounded by your spirit guides or guardian angels or whatever manner of being populates your particular belief system. Some people's are a little bit more interesting. I had one young lady out in the United Kingdom. Her idea of a safe place was a nuclear fallout shelter, 5 miles below the surface of the earth, surrounded in lead and concrete, and there was only enough room in that sucker for her. I guess what I'm really trying to say, Diosalina, is that no matter what size or shape or what genre or flavor or niche your safe place takes, well, it's perfect for you. You're allowed to decorate it and create it in any way that gives you peace and happiness and joy and a sense of empowerment, a sense of being able to freely express yourself and be everything you want in all the ways that satisfy and fulfill you for all the right reasons. And the interesting thing is that the one thing all safe places have in common is that when you're in that safe place, when you see what you see and you hear what you hear and you smell what you smell, you taste what you smell and you taste, there's a sensation somewhere in your body that you get, a sensation that lets you know you're completely safe. I want you to take a moment, scan your body, and notice where in your body that feeling lives. I want you to go ahead and point to it for me. First, that's right. And I want you to notice that there's a color connected to that amazing feeling. Maybe a series of colors. What would those colors be for you, Diosalina? First impression.
Green and yellow.
Green and yellow, that's right. I want you to notice how the feelings in your body begin to shift and change as a beautiful ball of that green and yellow energy materializes above your head. I want you to notice how with every breath you take and every beat of your heart, that energy begins to double in size and shape, double in force and magnitude. It begins to grow and expand, to fill the room from floor to ceiling, from wall to wall, and all points in between, wrapping itself around you like a beautiful blanket of safe green and yellow energy, like a cocoon, a shield, a suit of armor, protecting you and saving you from all things real or imagined, and feeding you an endless, ever-expanding, infinite, unlimited supply of all the nourishment, all the acceptance that your body most wants and desires and needs, in an endless, ever-expanding, infinite, and unlimited supply. And when you're ready, I want you to breathe that energy through your entire being, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Let it fill you up like water fills up a bottle, like fluid fills up a test tube, like hot air or helium fills up a balloon. When you know you're completely filled, from the top of your head to your tips of your toes and all points in between, just nod your head to let me know. Excellent. Now I'd like you to scan your body one last time. Notice any place in your body where you're harboring any tension, any tightness, any density. These are places where our unconscious mind has stored feelings and thoughts and memories and experiences, like a little hard drive quarantines a virus. As you find those places, I want you to breathe your yellow and green energy through those areas. Let that energy flow over, around, and through those areas like hot water flows over an ice cube. Notice how the feelings in your body shift and change as those areas begin to dissolve, to melt. Solve, dissolved, and resolve from the body. Solve, dissolved, and resolve from the mind for all the right reasons. And when you know they're completely gone, just nod your head to let me know. Excellent. Now, many of my clients often report that as those spaces dissolve away, they feel like the chains to their life, the chains to their spirit have been unlocked. They feel an expansion, a release of their spirit, and it begins to grow inside and expand beyond the limits of the physical body, merging like a drop of water merges into the ocean, into that cloud of safe energy. Feeling that sense of reunion, reconnection with all of its potential, all of the things you were born here to do. That sense of empowerment, worthiness, deservingness, all restraints lifted for all the right reasons. And as you flow deeper and deeper into that space, many of my clients often report a sense of expansion, empowerment, that in this place, anything that you can imagine, anything you can intend, anything you can physically act out with both of your hands and your entire body must become real and true and made manifest in the external world. Because all the experts agree, Diosalina, whether you're talking about the most cutting edge and educated of quantum researchers in mechanics and physics, or studying the ancient master of the spiritual teachers from times long gone. Regardless of the time period or the words that they use, or what part of the world they come from, they all seem to agree on one thing, and that it's your inner world that controls and manifests and expresses the outer world. And while it's not always possible to anticipate every situation or circumstance, every variable that may come at us from the outside world, inside Diosalina, you are all-powerful. You have every right, privilege, and authority to make any change you want for any reason you want. You are the goddess of your universe, the queen of your neurology. And anything you want is perfectly allowed for all the right reasons. Now, Diosalina, there's a feeling that you've been having, a feeling you've been carrying around for quite some time, a feeling that you'd like to change. I'd like you to notice where in your body that feeling lives, and go ahead and point to it for me. Bring it back. I want you to notice that there's a color or a series of colors connected to that feeling. What are those colors, first impression?
Purple.
Purple, that's right. I want you to trace the outline of that energy with both of your hands so you know exactly what shape it takes. Tell me about that shape. Tell me about that shape. First impression. What shape is it?
Like a triangle.
Like a triangle. And as you focus on that purple triangle, does it have any weight, temperature, or texture to it?
Heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. And is it in your body, out of your body, part in or part out?
In the body.
In the body. So as you focus on that heavy purple triangle that's in your body, I'm curious, how old might you be when you first feel a feeling like that? 4, that's right. And where might you be when you first feel that feeling?
What?
Where might you be when you first feel that feeling as a 4-year-old?
At my parents' house.
At your parents' house? Look around you. Tell me what's happening.
I'm afraid of my father.
You're afraid of your father, absolutely. And when you're afraid of your father, what happens then, sweetie?
It's like I lost being in control.
Yeah.
Being in my body.
Yep. Now let me ask you a question. Looking back on that scene, as the Diosalina of March 20th, 2017, if you had omnipotent, infinite power and absolute permission, if you could step back through the wormhole of time and space to before any of that ever had a chance to happen and rescue that little girl, take her to a completely alternate reality where none of that ever happened and she could have whatever she wanted in exactly the way she wanted it, what would you like to see happen for her instead?
I would like to set her free from the fear and the I was so mad at her for feeling afraid and feeling the way she felt.
Yes.
So I will let her free.
Okay. Here's what I'd like you to do, Diosalina. In a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to ask you to step back through the wormhole of time and space, back to before that whole experience as a 4-year-old ever happened. When you get back there, 1, 2, 3, all the way back on the wings of time, when you get back there, just nod your head to let me know. When you see that little Diosalina, I want you to take her out of that memory. I want you to give her a big, awesome, most transformational I love you hug ever. I want you to breathe your safe energy through her and notice what happens. That beautiful yellow and green energy, fill her up and notice what happens. Tell me what you discover. That's okay. That's just stuff clearing.
It's like I feel the air came through to my stomach.
Yes.
Instead of block it.
That's right. Keep breathing it through her. Tell me what happens next. How does she feel? Take your time. It's all right. When she's ready for the next phase, just nod your head. I want you to look her in the eyes, and with all the love and sincerity and courage that you have to give, I want you to say, "Hey, buddy, I'm you from the future. And where I come from, the technology exists to come back from the future to change the past. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Because everything you would have experienced, the life you would have had here, is done. It's over. It's going away, and it's never coming back. You're going to a life that is so much better, so much more powerful, so much more satisfying and thrilling. You can be everything you want to be, and everybody is going to be okay with that, including you. And when you know she's ready, when you know she gets it, I want you to take her in your arms and take her up into your safe place. And when she's there, just nod your head to let me know. Is she there? your time. Take all the time you need to just bring her up there. That's yours. You can smile. You can enjoy it. It's okay. This is a fun time. All that stuff, all that other stuff, dissolving away. Now, when she's up there, I want you to look her in the eyes. I call this your Steven Spielberg moment. I want you to look her in the eyes and ask her an interesting question. What would make her the happiest little camper on the planet right now? Everything's allowed.
Be myself.
Yeah. This is what I call the Steven Spielberg. I want you to make the best Diosalina being herself movie ever. I want you to make it as big as a drive-in movie theater screen, crystal clear like an IMAX. I want you to turn up the sounds, the smells, the tastes, the feelings. High res, three-dimensional. I want you to go as far back into the past as you need to, as far into the future as you want to. Best life ever. And when it's perfect in every way, Diosalina, I want you two of you to watch it together over and over and over again. Not once, not twice, but hundreds and thousands of times at the speed of thought. With each repetition, I want you to make it 10 times stronger, 100 times more powerful, 1,000 times more irresistible until it becomes more thrilling, fulfilling, and satisfying than any experience you've ever had, until it overwrites and replaces every experience you've ever had, and then it just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And I want you to notice something, that there's a place in your body where the wonderful feelings connected to that new reality start, where they grow and they spread from. Point to where you feel that for me. That's right. And there's a color, or maybe a bunch of colors connected to that feeling, isn't there? What's that color, first impression?
Like orange.
Like orange, that's right. I want you to notice how that orange energy begins to double in size and strength, double in force and magnitude. It fills you up from the top of your head, through your throat, to the tips of your toes, and all points in between. With each repetition of that new reality, it just doubles and doubles and doubles until it's so strong, so powerful, your body can no longer contain all of that infinite, ever-expanding orange energy. It begins to stream out of your body, forming a brilliant orange frame around that amazing alternate reality movie you've created. And when you're ready to claim it, to own it 100%, I want you to reach out with both of your hands. Grab that frame and the reality inside of it. Grab it, lift it up over your head, expand it to fill the universe, pull it down through your entire body, head to toe, mind, body, and soul, over and over and over again. And notice what happens to that purple, heavy, triangular shape that was inside your body. Breathe it through your entire being until it's impossible to turn off, until it's impossible to go back to the old way of being. When you know you've got it, when you know it's locked in so fully and completely it's impossible to turn off, try to bring it back. Try to turn it off. Notice what happens instead. What do you notice, sweetie?
Expanding.
That's right. You're stuck being awesome now.
Yes.
When you know you've got it, when you know it's locked in, float up out of your body. Float a week into the future. 1 week from March 20th, 2017, float down into that Diosalina. See the world through her eyes. Hear the world through her ears. Feel and smell and taste the world through her body. Unlocked. Free to be who she wants in every way she wants for all the right reasons. Live a couple of days in that life. Tell me what that's like.
It's freedom. I can do anything.
Yeah.
I can even fly.
That's right. There's some colors connected to that freedom.
It's the orange.
Breathe that orange in again. When you know you've got it, try to turn it off. Notice what happens. That's it. Float up. Float another month into that future. Float down into that Diosalina.
It's bright.
Tell me what you find when you get a month and 7 days into that future. What do you discover?
It's just brighter and brighter.
That's right. Lock it in. Breathe those colors, qualities, and attributes through your entire mind, body, and soul. Just for fun, go 6 more months into the future. Tell me what you find.
It's just expanding.
Yeah. Now, as that awesome rock star Diosalina of the future, as you look back on the Diosalina of March 20th, 2017, as you look at that young woman back in the chair, what's changed?
Expand. I don't feel the tightness in my
That's right.
ear.
What do you know that she didn't know before she sat in that chair?
That I can release. I can recover the freedom.
That's right.
And the safetyness.
That's right.
Within me.
That's right. When you're ready That's right. Perfect. When you're ready, and only when you're ready, I want you to step back from the future as this awesome rock star, freedom and expanded Diosalina, bringing all that awesomeness with you. When you get back to March 20th, 2017, I want you to give the Diosalina you find here the biggest, most awesome, most transformational, I love you little sister hug ever. I want you to look her in the eyes and say, hey you, I'm from the future. And where I come from, the technology exists to come back from the future and change the past. And that's why I'm here. To let you know that every single thing you were carrying around, everything you'd experienced and lived through is done. It's over. It's gone forever, and it's never coming back. Yes. We're in a new reality now, and you can be anyone, do anything that you want, for any reason that you want, and it's okay. I accept you 100%. And then I will always be here for you, to remind you of all the things that are good about you, to remind you that you're always loved and you're always accepted, you're always protected and forgiven, you're always good enough, and you're never, ever alone. When you know she's got that, and you know you've got that, take her in your arms, breathe your orange energy through both of you, feel that orange energy flowing and surging through your mind and body, feel the two of you combining, updating, upgrading, every part of her, accepting and installing everything you've become in that future now, until the two of you are one, together exponentially more stronger than either one of you on your own. When you know you've got that, try to go back to the old Diosalina. Try to turn this new Diosalina off and tell me what happens.
I can only go forward.
That's right. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. When I reach the number 5, you'll emerge from this process, this metamorphosis, like a butterfly emerging from the cocoon. One phase of your metamorphosis complete. The next phase, the best phase, just getting started. Ready to spread your wings, take to the air, and soar amongst the clouds to experience the world from a much higher place. One adventure after another. Number 1, feel yourself returning to this place we call reality, bringing with you a brand new reality, a reality you've created, a reality you will live and express in every aspect of your mind, body, and soul. Number 2, all of my suggestions from me to you, from you to your own other than conscious mind, are now 10 times more powerful, 10 times more permanent, 1,000 times more thrilling, fulfilling, and satisfying than ever before, embraced by that part of you that's most sensitive, most strong, most unstoppable, allowing you to perceive, achieve, manifest, and believe everything that we've installed for all the right reasons. Number 3, always at least 3 ways to overcome any situation, obstacle, or circumstance that you may face. Always at least 3 solutions to any problem you need to solve, and your other than conscious mind will now easily, effortlessly, and automatically generate those solutions and implement them in the quickest, easiest, most efficient way for the good of yourself and all concerned. Number 4, because it's all for you. You've done the work. You've followed the instructions. You've obeyed the commands. You've tested the results. Diosalina, you've earned the rewards and the right to keep them. It's your reality, it's your truth, it's your life, and you live it to the fullest, 100% starting now. On the next count, you can emerge from this process only at the rate and speed that every level of your neurology, psychology, mind, body, and soul understands, recognizes, realizes, perceives, believes, manifests, and achieves all of these changes in all of the ways that give you the life and the lifestyle you want, the way you want it, by your standards and your definitions. Head clear, mind clear, thinking, acting with calm, clear, focused self-assurance, feeling good all over, glad to be alive, ready to spread your wings, take to the air, soar, and thrive. Number 5, take your time, come on back, notice how good you feel. Welcome back.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
Clear.
Very good. All right.
Awesome.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Now we get to go back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yes, thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. Come